I was just asked by a friend if I knew if it was possible to use a DSLR camera into Zoom because she'd been looking around on the internet and couldn't find a solution. And I'm really surprised because I've been doing this for a long time and it's pretty straightforward actually. So let me show you in this video. Now there are two options for this. The first one requires using the HDMI output from your camera and going through a HDMI converter like this. Simply all this is doing is converting from the HDMI cable to a USB cable so that we can plug it into the side of our computer as a USB, and as far as our computer is concerned, we've just plugged in a new USB webcam. There are several options for these cards. The one I use is this Magewell that is rock solid. Well, there is a cheaper Camlink one that a lot of my customers use and I'm very happy with. I've just had one or two that have had niggles that's made me go, I'd rather pay the extra personally and have this one. But if you're on a budget, the Camlink one is certainly well rated. Okay, so let's see what happens when we open up Zoom. I don't need to click on one of the meetings. I can come up here to my settings and in video there it is. I spoiled the surprise. This is the webcam that I would normally get if I hadn't got this set up. I click on here for my USB capture feed and that is my camera coming straight into Zoom. My camera will let me send audio across the HDMI cable as well. Not all of them do, so check in on that. Ask me in the comments if you're not sure. That means I've got a microphone attached to my camera and I've got now one cable coming in, and as you can see, my microphone option is also coming in through that same cable. So I don't need my Blue Yeti or Snowball or whatever else it is sitting at the side of me. It's all coming through this one feed. Okay, so that's option one if I just want to have my camera feeding in. Now let me close this down because I've got another option to show you. Now you need to be on a Mac for this one because we're going to use Ecamm Live. Now if you're on a Mac and you're not using Ecamm Live, you really should be. You're missing out. This is by far the best bit of software that you can use for live streaming, but it is only available to Mac users. I've literally today just done a review on Ecamm that you can check out here. I've been putting it side by side with all the other alternatives and nothing comes close to it. I've actually got a whole playlist on the homepage of my channel taking you from unboxing all the way through getting going with this. So I'm a big fan of it and I recommend you should be on here anyway. So let's change this over. This is my camera feed coming through here. So normally in Ecamm, I would be heading out to Facebook or YouTube or one of these other destinations. All I'm going to do in this case is choose output and virtual cam, turn it on, and that little red symbol comes up to say that it's activated. What that means is that the feed I'm getting out of here is now going to be available to other applications like Zoom. Now, so far, there would be no benefit in doing this. We've got the same feed coming through. But what I can do in Ecamm is so powerful. I can do all kinds of things on here with, having multiple feeds. If I'd got different cameras, I could have those coming in here. I can drag and drop literally images and things onto this screen and move them around, resize them. How powerful it is. If I was doing a support call, for instance, or I'm doing a presentation and I want to just drop these in, I can put overlays and things in and, change all this around if I wanted to. I can't do this inside Zoom. I can bring in documents like this PDF here and I can literally just click and move through the pages. I can zoom in and out on this, move it around. It's fantastic. So let me just put up here an image and this is the kind of stuff I would do on a support call. So I could come over to the side of here like this, be working away with this, I'm just showing somebody here in a testimonial that I've had or something like that. So let's just see this feed coming into Zoom. I'll open Zoom up again. And let's have a look again in those settings. Under the video settings, there was the capture. And here's Ecamm Live Virtual Cam. So can you see the difference there? It is now bringing in that feed from over here. Let's pull that down and you can still see it. As I'm moving this around, you're getting a live feed come through. So I can almost minimize this and know that that feed is going out there into Zoom, and I can work away over here using all these cool features, changing these camera views around if I needed to. You can actually use your phone as a camera feed as well in this. So many cool things that you can do. I really recommend you check out Ecamm. And if you're a Canon user, it gets even better. You don't need to use this HDMI block. Ecamm have got built into their software a facility that for only Canon, you can use the USB lead that comes with your camera anyway and send it in. It will go straight into Ecamm in the same way that this HDMI setup does, but you don't need to go out and buy this HDMI block. That will feed straight into Ecamm, and then from Ecamm, you can launch Zoom and do the same thing that I'm doing here. So hopefully that makes sense and excites you. There are options definitely, and you should be doing this. You don't want to be doing live presentations and showing up on a webcam or your phone when you could be turning up to this standard. I see it constantly. People say, wow, how are you doing that? I've had customers recently saying to me, I'm showing up on my lives and my students are going, what have you done? That's the kind of power and influence you can have when you show up looking like a professional on video. So hopefully that's been helpful. Please leave me any questions, comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you have liked it. Be sure to subscribe and do go check out Ecamm. I've put a link to it below, a 14-day trial. It's a fantastic bit of software. Thank you.